So at this stage, this is all inner lip skin basically. So it's, I call it palpate, I don't know what the technical term is. So essentially we're working with skin that's way down inside this mouth. So go ahead and turn it somewhere in here before we'll cut it off, and I'll explain what that means here shortly. So once you get everything loosened up all the way around, we're getting pretty close to the front corner of the mouth, but you can feel the teeth in there. I'll go ahead and make 2 cuts just to kind of explain what's going on here. I typically would not cut it this far back. So his jawbone actually starts going in an upward direction somewhere right in here. Good reference is right below the eye. So you can always cut it here if you're real nervous, but we really don't need any of that inner mouth skin. What we need is about 1 inch behind the back corner of the mouth. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut right here. And I'm gonna pull this down. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my cut across that gum line. And kind of take your time here because it's not necessarily anything, but you can't really see what you're doing. So just kind of pull it out and make those cuts as precise as you can. Once, like this side here, I don't know how you're gonna be able to see that. It's about to connect to the cuts that I made from the front. Maybe. So yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see anything in there. Yep, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue that cut across. That's one reason why I do it from the front, is so I don't have an issue trying to see what I'm doing. And then that one will connect on the top. And we can just separate that whole side. So again, teeth actually start back here. I'm getting real close to the back corner of the mouth. When I say back corner of the mouth, let me get this guy out here so I can kind of explain. So back corner of the mouth, when I'm saying back corner of the mouth, would be right here where the upper and the bottom lip come together. And this is really important because we need all this inner skin that we've separated in order to tuck into the form to keep a nice clean looking lip line. Or if you're doing an open mouth, or that's all part of the details. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pinch that inner lip. I'm gonna cut straight down until I hit the teeth. I'm just gonna work that skin off the front. So the last thing we gotta do is separate the nose. We're just gonna take our time and work this skin out. And the harder you pull, the more you're gonna see where it wants to separate. So, once we get this out here a little bit farther, there's a couple different things I like to kind of talk about. So, this is all bone structure. This is actually cartilage. You can see right here where it turns to cartilage. We don't need that much left in, but again, if you're nervous about it and you really need to get the skin off, just go ahead and carve against the bone. It's going to benefit you in the long run to leave more opposed to less. But all we really need, so on the front of this lip, now we've got our lip completely separated on both sides. You can go ahead and carve right against the bone, and you're actually cutting through cartilage here. And you're just going to make a slice all the way back up into there. It's usually easier to come from this angle in order to separate that from the bottom part. Then you're just going to re-invert your skin and cut straight down, and you'll hit that cut you made from the front. A little bit here. And so that cape's completely separate. So now if you're going to do a shoulder mount, one thing you can do is you can go ahead and cut it right across the small of the horns, which means the smallest portion from the eye to the burr. So you cut straight across here, and then you can cut just above the atlas all the way across to meet your other cut. That's all we really need for a shoulder mount as far as the skull goes.